Hey guys, so the first thing that I'm going to be doing in this tutorial is bronzing up my skin. Wonder Woman was really bronze in the movie, so I just mixed my Melanie Mills Gleam Body Radiance in Bronze Gold and my Coconut Kopari Body Glow, and then I put on my Becca Backlight Priming Filter to prep my skin for my foundation. Before going in with my foundation, I had a little bit of a blemish, so I used my Kevyn Aucoin Skin Concealer, which is really, really good, very full coverage, just to kind of cover that up. And now I'm going in with my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. And I didn't want to put too much concealer because her makeup looked really natural in the movie, so I just wanted to kind of conceal under my eyes without it looking really cakey. So now I'm using my Makeup Forever HD foundation stick. This is in the shade 128, and I'm just going to paint that all over my face, and then I'm taking my Farsali Rose Gold Elixir and putting that on my kabuki brush to blend that out. I find that when you use a kabuki brush instead of a beauty blender, it works better when you're working with cream foundations, so it doesn't look very cakey and very heavy on the skin. You also want to make sure you blend your foundation down your neck. That way everything blends together really seamlessly and you can't tell that you have two different colors on your face and your neck. And then I used a little bit of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. This is more of a lightweight coverage. Usually I use my Tarte Shape Tape, but since her makeup seemed really natural looking in the movie, I didn't want it to be too full coverage, but I still wanted enough coverage that it looked like I had makeup on. And I'm just using my Real Technique sponge to blend that out on my eyes, my nose, my chin, and my forehead. Since we want to be really bronze, I'm going in with my Chanel Tan de Soleil bronzer, and I really like this product because it's a cream bronzer and it looks really, really natural on the skin. It works really great on beach days and things like that, and since she had kind of an effortless, kind of bronzy glow, I thought that this would look perfectly with this makeup look. And now I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder and an e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm just going to blend that out under my eyes. I'm not going to be baking because I don't want it to look very cakey, so I'm just kind of placing that powder under my eyes. Now using my KKW Beauty Contour Kit in the shade Medium, I'm just going to carve out my cheeks. She has very structured cheekbones, so I'm going to use a fan brush to kind of contour my cheeks as well as my forehead and jawline. Now using my RCMA No Color Translucent Powder, you can use any powder that you like for this. I'm just going to be baking my contour, and this is just going to give it more of a structured, contoured, chiseled kind of look. And then I'm taking some of that warmer shade in the KKW Beauty Contour Palette and just warming up the face just a little bit more because I want to look really, really bronze and tan. And once we let that contour bake for a little while, I am going to remove all of the excess powder with my e.l.f. blush brush. Now I'm taking MAC Posy. It's a cream blush formula, and I just feel like a cream blush works really, really nicely for a more of a natural kind of makeup look. It makes the cheeks look a little more rosy and flushed without it looking really heavy. And then I'm going in with MAC Gold Deposit afterwards, and this is just going to bronze up the skin a little bit more. It has kind of a light sheen to it and kind of a bronzy golden glow. Then I'm going to use a little bit more blush because I felt like I wanted my cheeks to be a little bit more rosy, so I took MAC Warm Soul and just added that on top of Posy. And then taking a Real Techniques brush, I applied some of MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot to the lid just so I can prime my lids for the shadows that I'm going to place down. Then on a flat, fluffy brush, I'm going to apply some of Anastasia Birkin onto my lid and then a bit of burnt orange in my crease, and I'm just going to blend that out in windshield wiper and circular motions. Now using a different flat brush, I'm going to apply some of MAC Mylar to my brow bone highlight, and this is just going to highlight the brow bone without it being really, really shimmery or strong. And then using a fluffy brush, I'm going to blend out MAKEUPGEEK Mocha and Anastasia Hot Chocolate into my outer crease. And I also applied a little bit of burnt orange underneath my eyes, and then some of the Hot Chocolate and Mocha shade just to my lower lash line to give it some definition underneath my eyes. Then I realized I wanted a little bit more of a goldish shimmer to the lid, so I applied some of ColourPop Get Lucky with my finger just to the center of the lids, and then taking a brown tattoo eyeliner from Kat Von D, I just created a small kind of baby wing. For falsies, I'm using the Ardell Wispies because they're more on the natural side, and I'm using the Callus eyelash glue. This is one of my favorite lash glues, and I'm going to curl my eyelashes while the glue is getting tacky because I find that eyelashes apply the best when your glue is tacky. Otherwise, you will have a huge mess and be really, really sad and mess up your makeup. And using the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara, one of my new favorites, I'm just going to apply that to my lashes before putting the falsies on, and then I'm using my House of Lashes tweezers to apply them. And then I wanted to use a mascara that had a skinnier wand for my lower lashes, so I went in with MAC Zoom Lash, and I just applied that to my bottom lashes. For highlight, I went in with Laura Geller Gilded Honey. This is one of my all-time favorite highlighters, and it has a really pretty goldish tint to it. If you don't like gold, then she does have a lot of other highlighters in her collection that I feel are worth trying. I own a few others as well, but I really love a gold highlight, so Gilded Honey is definitely my favorite. And I'm applying this not only to my face, but to my décolleté, my collarbones, and my shoulders as well, because we want to bronze everything up and look like a bronze goddess the way she did in the movie. For liner, I'm using Bobbi Brown Nude Lip Pencil. This is one of my favorites, and I'm just going to line my lips. You can totally leave the lip liner out. It is definitely optional, but I love using a lip liner before going in with a lipstick because I feel like it makes the lips look so much better and adds so much more dimension and definition to the lips. Now I'm going in with MAC Kind of Sexy lipstick. I wanted a natural yet kind of rosy toned kind of pinkish lip, so I also went in with a little bit of MAC Good Kisser just by applying that with my finger so it didn't show up too bright. And then I took my Lancome Mangoes Wild shaker. You want to shake the product first because it is oil based, but it's very moisturizing. I really, really love this product, and I just applied a little bit of that on top. And then with some of that bronzer and Warm Soul left over on my blush brush, I just kind of dabbed that on the center of my nose to make the look a little more sun-kissed. And then I took my Benefit Highbrow Pencil and lined my waterline with this. And then the last step is to use a setting spray. I'm using the Morphe setting spray for this. And that's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial as much as I had fun recreating it. I thought Gal was so amazing in the Wonder Woman movie, and I loved it that much more just because of her. I thought she made the perfect Wonder Woman, and her look was so beautiful that I had to recreate it for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up down below, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also click on the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I post new content. And I hope to see you all in my next one, and that you all have a happy Halloween, and I'll see you soon. Bye!